This is Saili Velankar. I'm an investment consultant. All these days we heard about emotional wellness, spiritual wellness. Today we are going to talk about another important aspect, that is financial wellness. What is financial wellness? It's financial well-being or financial happiness. Well-being, happiness are the experiences. So just by knowing about it will not really help. You have to act on it. So today I request all of you, those who are listening to this video, please act on the tips I shared with you. It's something like being healthy. You know so many exercises like Zumba, yoga, number of diets, but unless until you follow it, you cannot feel healthy or be healthy. So the one thing that we have observed is we always keep postponing to act, and hence we cannot experience things. That reminds me a story from Panchatantra, a very famous story called Monkey Builds House. There's a monkey who decides to build house. In the summer when it's too hot, he decides to build a house. When it's raining and he's wet, he decides to build house in the next season. It's winter, he's shivering. He decides next season I'm definitely going to build a house. He always keeps on planning but never acts on it. We also do the same thing, I feel. We know financial concepts and we always decide that once I'll sit and do my financial planning. But we never do it. We just keep on postponing. Financial happiness. To be happy, you should know what you want. Your need-based and dream-based goals. Once you define that, you will understand the long-term and short-term goals. It's very, very important in financial planning because the selection of investment option is always based on long-term and short-term goals. For long-term, you can select options like equity, mutual funds, shares, gold, real estate. But for short-term, you have to go for debt option, for bank FDs, for arbitrage funds or liquid funds. If you choose long-term investment option for short-term goal, your financial plan is going to go upside down, and even vice versa. Tip number 1, we have to make inflation beating investments. We always think that today I am earning more than sufficient, so I can manage tomorrow. Let's take an example of Amul butter. 35 years back, Amul butter's price was approximately 7 to 8 rupees, and today it is rupees 243. So with the same budget, you cannot afford Amul butter after 10 years. So you cannot overlook the monster inflation while planning. Broadly, if you see, there are two types of investment options. One is fixed return and one is fluctuating returns. Fixed return comes with less risk and more security, which gives you 6 to 10% of returns on your investments. And fluctuating investments comes with little more risk and little uncertainty and gives you returns between 14% to almost 30%. What are the fixed return investment options? Bank RDs, FDs, post office, PPF, etc. And the fluctuating investment options are real estate, investment in equity like mutual fund, shares, or commodity like gold. To make your inflation beating investment, you have to pick and choose right investment options from both the categories. You cannot have conservative investment options because you get only 6 to 10% returns on it. So you cannot beat inflation. Or neither you can take a risk bearing profit making portfolio picking fluctuating investment options which are giving you 14 to 30% of returns. You have to take both the options in consideration according to your long term and short term goals and dream based goals. So you have to make the best investment mix for your kind of requirements. Now tip number 2, always keep funds for emergency. Friends, emergency never comes with notice. This COVID pandemic has taught us a lesson. The rents were getting paid, salaries were going, but business was closed and there was no income. So in such situations, emergency fund is must. We always advise to keep 6 months expenses aside as emergency funds. So such emergency funds can be invested in bank FDs, arbitrage funds or liquid funds. By and large, we advise to keep 6 months expenses aside depending on your obligations toward family and your business. Tip number 3. आपातकाल में ऑक्सीजन मास्क पहले आप पहनिए फिर दूसरों की मदद कीजिए. ये हम हवाई सुंदरियों से सुनते आए हैं. Same applies to financial planning. You have to protect your income first before planning for your financial goals. To ensure this, you have to go for adequate term cover. This allows your family continue live same lifestyle even in your absence. Term cover is available for very low premium, so one has to ensure that he has adequate term cover. Same is the case with health insurance. Please ensure you have adequate mediclaim policy. Please understand the terms and conditions and the jargons of insurance company. It's so very important because when you go for claiming, you sometimes feel you're cheated if you don't get 100% claim. If you don't have proper health cover, you are forced sometimes to break your investments and that might burn hole in your pocket. This insurance covers act as wealth protector. So please ensure proper insurance management. Tip number 4. Never keep all eggs in one basket. Do not invest all your money in one investment option. For a very simple reason. If you are bothered about your safety, security of money, and if you decide to put all your money in bank, just see the interest rate what you get on your investment. That is just 6 to 7%. In developed countries, it's only 1 to 2%. Consider the inflation and the tax what you are going to pay is absolutely as good as keeping in gullet in your piggy bank. You are earning nothing. So all the time you cannot be worried about your safety, security. You have to consider risk bearing capacity, your obligations, and accordingly diversify your investment. Choose different options for your different goals and earn good returns on every option. Now, most important tip for businessmen. They always think that investing in our own business is the best investment. But businessmen also has the personal goals. So rather we advise them to take out money regularly from their business and invest in different investment options to create corpus. Also, they don't have PF or retirement fund. They don't get retirement fund. So this corpus is also important for their retirement planning too. To grow your business, funding your business is equally important. So the best source is getting loans. Our tip for this is avoid unsecured loans or credit card loans because this comes at a very high rate of interest. Go for secured loans. In this situation with the government announcements, bank have ample of liquidity and you can negotiate a rate of interest and can go get the best deal. So go for secured loans for your business. Reviewing your portfolio is equally important as financial planning. Your goals keep on changing, your needs keep on changing. So if you are changing your goals, the investment options linked to these goals also needs to be reviewed. So when we are reviewing portfolio, two most important things are reviewed. Number one, whether your goals have changed. If yes, then you need to align investment options accordingly. And the second part is performance of the investment options you have chosen. Are they performing the same way they are expected to perform? If no, then you need to restructure your portfolio. Keep reviewing your portfolio once in a year at least. We have been discussing importance of financial planning, but it's observed that we do not discuss finance with anyone. It's so very important that you have to keep your family members informed about your financial plan. At least couple of friends or maybe your siblings or spouse or your parents, you have to keep them informed about your loans, about your business obligations, about insurance policies, about your long-term investment, about your short-term investment, the documentation, everything. Because emergency never comes with a notice. It's also observed that as long as women are concerned, they are always at the backstage as long as finance is concerned. Why we have to be dependent always on the father, then the husband, and then maybe son? Why can't we take control of our own financial planning? It's so very important that women should know financial planning because she is the one who's going to support her husband in bad times. Friends, now you have made the best financial plan to create wealth, multiply wealth, for your next generation. You have made proper nominations. But is that is sufficient? No, I'm coming to the next tip. Make a will. Just making nominations is not sufficient. It's very difficult to give access to your money to your successors. It involves lot of paperwork and technical processes. To avoid all this chaos and distribute your property, your money to your successors, the best instrument is making a will. So I recommend all of you to make will and distribute your own money as per your wish. Now, most important tip. As we all know, we have been hearing all these tips. But as we have seen Monkey's story, knowing this or being aware of this is really not sufficient. You have to act on it. Don't postpone acting on these tips. Please make best financial plan as per your requirements and enjoy financial wellness. पैसे सिर्फ कमाने नहीं है, जमा नहीं करने हैं, खर्च भी करने हैं to fulfill your dreams and enjoy financial wellness. Thank you.